First and 10 now from the 30. Now they send their back in motion right. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's got to gain a 6 there. Sent to the ground by Mason Smith. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns looking for a score before halftime. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught, nice gain left side. He works this to the 38 before going down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. Along this sideline inside the 25. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Offense to the line for second down. They go play action here. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns lead by 15 now. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Chooses to bring this one out. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing here. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, ball at the 36. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds a man right side. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Timeout. One in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw, Lawrence. That's Thomas, he's got it. And And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down, ball at the 36. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Has it downfield, working the left. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 37. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
That one's complete right side. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing off the play fake here. It is cut left side. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 29. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's caught for the first. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Browns lead by 15 now. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence in the pistol. Got a man, it's Thomas. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. From the 36. Lays out, what a catch! And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Short pass caught by his tight end. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll come up first and 10. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly...
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars get it back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Browns football. They just need to close this quarter out, and they're on to the next round. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Dumped off to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They're going play action. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They've got first down from the 31. Running behind center with Swift. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down from the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Browns lead by 15 now. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Lawrence now off the play action. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Lawrence working from the gun. Got a man, it's London. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 1. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one misses the tight end. So now they have 3rd and short. London going in motion left. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this to ETN. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Jaguars facing a 15-point deficit. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Back to the well again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Now a try to keep a sliver of hope alive and make things a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
The score from 35, Jaguars 27.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Scott now to return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
2nd and 3 now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. After one final kneel down, partner, and this